Hi there folks, this is Stuart Leesaw from Chiselbury. Good afternoon. Auschwitz, never again. How many times do these three words have to be said? What I'd like to do is have a rather somber start to 2025 and talk about our first book of 2025, Michael Admiral's Along the Roads to Hell. It's now out on pre-order. But what I'd like to do is just talk a little bit about it, and perhaps the easiest way is to read from the blurb inside. Auschwitz was the epitome of man-made hell, but there were many roads to similar infernos right across occupied Europe. Along the Roads to Hell is the story of an intergenerational road trip, a father born in the 1920s and a baby-boomer son, to 8 concentration camps in modern-day Germany, Austria, Poland, Czech Republic and France. It reveals how they both look at the atrocities of the Nazi regime from their own different historical generational perspective. It also provides a historical description and travel guide for anyone who wants to know more about these terrible concentration camps, what happened during the war, who were the victims and the perpetrators, and what still can be seen and experienced. Only when have you actually been to hell can you truly understand what it must have been like to experience it. Now, publishers, authors, literary critics, etc. are always talking about an important book. This is an important book, that's an important book. Rarely they are, except themselves. However, this book, I do think, qualifies. It is an important book. And I think I would like just to close my little chat today talking and quoting a little bit more from the book. Our tour lasted 7 days, during which we covered 2,300 miles by car and crossed the border of 4 countries. It was a journey into the past, that of Europe and of my father about 80 years ago. 2 generations, each looking at the horrors of the Second World War in their own way. A pre-war generation that experienced the war without becoming a victim itself, and a post-war generation that only knows the war from stories. What did the concentration camps look like? Could you imagine the suffering of the people who were locked up there, and what ultimately remained of them as a warning for future generations? That is what it's all about. Auschwitz, never again. And this is a book that answers those questions. I really commend it to you. On that note, I think I need a drink. And thanks for listening and watching. We'll be back again soon with some other, perhaps less tragic books, more exciting, different sort. Anyway, have a good time, good weekend, and goodbye.